Okay, I'm here in a hotel room in Brisbane and I am seeing all the panic go along social media right now because there has been a change in terms of service and usage rights to the assets that you upload to CapCut. And there's a little bit of panic around that right now. So I'm going to try and dispel some myths for you. Now, first things first, I am not a lawyer. I am looking at this from a marketing and a marketing rights point of view. If you need legal advice about this, go talk to the right people, go talk to the lawyers and all of those people out there. Now, I do have some notes on my phone because we had to do some research along the way. So I'm going to be referring to those as we go along. Now, what we are going to look at in this video is also some alternative platforms and what usage rights do you give them. So the change that has happened inside CapCut means that if you upload a video file, a photo, your voice, you create a template, you create something in CapCut, you're giving them rights to reproduce and reuse that content in any way that they see fit, including licensing it to other people to be able to use. Now, the current terms state that it is a non-revocable license. So once it's loaded and you've got, oh my God, I didn't realize that, then you can't revoke the license for them to be able to use your voice or your assets or anything inside that space. So that is what everyone is concerned about right now, and rightly so. We want to maintain ownership and copyright to the stuff that we create, because as we're creating it, we want to make sure that it is ours. It becomes part of our brand asset. And especially today in the world of AI, we don't want to be putting our voices out there that someone else can reproduce and use just because we didn't read the right terms of service. So what we're agreeing to when we're uploading to CapCut is we are granting ByteDance, CapCut's parent company, who and its affiliates a broad license to reproduce, distribute, and even market your content. You still own it, but they can use it for a lot of things without having to ask you again. This includes redistribution, promotional use, and potentially using your content in ads on their platform. So the pros of using CapCut is it's free, it's easy to use, it's downloadable on devices like this. Has a seamless integration with TikTok, and it's got strong mobile editing capabilities. The cons are, and comes back to that broad license that can be used for marketing, could be anything, and it can be manipulated in ways that you don't know. We have limited transparency on where our content may appear after we've uploaded it, and we've got no ability to opt out post upload of the content rights that are popping out there. So there's the things that people are panicking about and being concerned. What is my personal decision? Right now, I'm most probably going to stop using CapCut and see what happens in the journey and see how they're going to go. But for those of you who have not been using any other editing tools, these are the two that I use in-house, and a couple of the reasons that I like them. So we use Descript. Descript is our video editor. It's like a word processor for video, and it transcribes. You can edit, you can make clips, you can do repurposing and things incredibly easy. Descript explicitly says, now that's a word trip for you over there, that you retain ownership of your content. They are just borrowing it for processing, editing, syncing, storing, and collaborating. They do not use it for promotional ads, and their rights are for only running the service itself, so the video editing service. Their license is limited, it's revocable, and it's purely to provide the tools that you are using. The pros we have with Descript here is they've got a clear respect for ownership. They're limited purpose license. So when we're uploading something, it's a limited purpose license. And we've got the option to delete content and revoke access at any time, which is what we want when we're creating content. The cons of it, you've got to have a paid plan to get all the features, but it saves an incredible amount of time, and we want people to pay us, so paying for a tool is not a bad thing. It's still cloud-based, so we've got to use their cloud servers, but it's pretty easy to be able to use. You just need an internet connection. It's not designed for mobile-first workflow, so that is the downside over CapCut. It doesn't have a mobile-first workflow first. It's very much a desktop editing app, but it is very precise in what it does. Then you've got Canva, where your content is yours mostly. Canva is a go-to platform for marketers. Lots of us use it. Small business owners, we've been using Canva for a long time. It's originally an Australian company, so that's pretty awesome inside the space as well. It's got templates, it's got drag and drop editing, and it's recently added video capabilities too. And what we're agreeing to when we upload to Canva We own our content that we upload. Now, obviously, there are elements in Canva that we are not going to load. Their license, again, is limited to them providing the services. Editing, storing, and collaborating. Canva also doesn't claim ownership or use of your content for marketing. However, if you're using Canva's stock assets, especially the pro ones, you're agreeing to a license agreement. So that's a commercial license, whatever it is, because someone else has created it. And we are talking about content rights and what's going on in the platforms here. So we want to make sure that we are doing the right thing there as well. So the pros for Canva are we retain user rights, we have clear guidelines around the stock asset usage, so the other things that other people own, and it's great for solo creators and teams. The cons are that, you can get caught with a pro licensing feature, so you just need to make sure you read those terms of service, but it's a good platform. And one of those things is, multiple uses for the same pro element. So if you're going to load a video to YouTube, to TikTok, to Facebook, you need to download it multiple times so that that license is generated for each one of them. So the bottom line, in CapCut, we own the content, but the license scope, the broad distribution, the ability for it to be used for marketing, and once we've loaded it, do they get to use it how they want? That is the thing. So, and it's irrevocable. We can never take that back. Descript, we own the content. Limited, the license scope is limited for what we upload, is limited for delivery. It's not used for marketing services, and it's revocable. Canva, we own the content there. We've got license scope is limited to production, and then we can add in some of their elements, which is a bit of a bonus. It's not used for marketing use, and we can revoke it at any time as well. So if you're creating casual content, text over image stuff, it's most probably not going to keep you awake at night. If you're worried about your personal voice, your video, all of those sorts of things, then this CapCut thing is the thing to worry about. For me, I'm going to stop using it for a while. I'm going to take it off my phone, take it off my apps, and we will look at the other tools that we've got within our toolbox and continue on that journey. I hope that this has helped explain it to you and given you a couple of alternatives that you can use within the meantime. It is a handy reminder to make sure that we read our terms of service, we know what we agree to, and if anyone sends us a privacy update, we read that information, because as business owners, we do need to know what's going on within our business and the tools and services that we use along the way. Until next time, I'm Linda Reed-Enever. Go out there, create impact for your business, and don't let this stop you creating video content, because the world needs to see you, just like you get to see me today in a hotel room in Brisbane with really bad lighting, but at least sharing tips that will help you.